How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. This is Jason with Tuna Tech, and I got something a little different that I usually don't show here. All right, so our world is surrounded by smart TVs and streaming boxes, and for the most part, you have Roku, however you want to say it. You got Apple TV, Google TV, and then the Fire TV series. So, which one do you prefer? Well, it's really up to what you want to use. The only one that's more walled in would be Apple TV, but Google recently released this right here. This is the Google TV streamer. And this little guy promises to upgrade your TV experience with a ton of entertainment options and smart features. So let's dive into this and see what it's all about. So, quick look, this is the box. Pretty sleek, it's pretty sleek and simple, pretty common for Google, not much to it, but you do see the remote and the different, which you'll see when it comes out, compared to their Chromecast and the last device. It's a little different look. On the outside, you just got some very basics, and on the bottom here, if you see closely, you see Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, Google TV. So these two things right here are very important. I've got a projector that actually supports Dolby Vision, and I got a soundbar that does Dolby Atmos, so that's very important for me. It does HDR from 4K, which obviously it should if it does the other two. If you see here, it's also, it says Matter, and then built on Thread. So what does that actually mean? So this can actually enable easy setup and control of all your Matter and works with Google Home devices. It also has a Thread border router, connects your Matter and Thread devices to work faster and reach farther than ever before. Now, these two are a new standard in smart home products that was developed and worked with a bunch of companies. Now, I haven't heard a whole bunch about it right now because you also have companies like Wise and UV and other companies that aren't really using this right now or are planning to. So interestingly enough, it's good that Google is putting this in here. So if you do have these kind of things, it'll work together pretty seamlessly. So like I said, that's what it looks like it has. But in addition to all that stuff, this streamer will give you access to all the popular streaming apps like Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, obviously YouTube. It also has Google Assistant built in, so you can control your TV with your voice. The remote is super simple, like it says. It's pretty similar to the last few they've had. But like I said, we're gonna open it up here, just take a quick look at it. I'm excited for this because I have a Roku TV, and while it's really nice, it's not my favorite interface. I do prefer the Android interface. I've only used Apple TV a handful of times, so I'm not really locked into the ecosystem. While I do have an iPhone, I don't have anything else. I don't have Apple Music, I don't have Apple TV, so for me it's not really good. And you can get Apple TV and Apple Music on an Android device. So everything on your screen at once. And here's what we get in the package. So I kind of opened it upside down if you saw. This is the new puck, or whatever you want to call it. Kind of fits in with their, I guess their look as of late. But as you can see on the back, you've got a button here, which I believe when you press that, it's to find your remote function. You got a USB Type-C, you got an Ethernet port, which is nice, and your HDMI. On the bottom, it's kind of a rubberized feel, so when you set it down, it doesn't slide everywhere. And it kind of angles down. It's an interesting device. Most of the time you're gonna hide these, you're not gonna see them, but if this was sitting in front of your TV or on a desk, it wouldn't look terrible. So with that being said, obviously you got some books, you can recycle those. Here's the remote. So again, if you're familiar with Google devices, you're gonna know this is the pretty typical remote. It does work with your TV, so you can have volume, get your power. I'm not sure what the start button is. I'll have to look into that. I believe that's probably a self-assigning button, so you can assign it to do anything you want. You got your home button, and then you got your microphone and Google Assistant button there on the back. It slides down for your batteries. That hole right there is your speaker, so when you click to find my remote, it sounds through there. You get two interesting white batteries that kind of match the aesthetic of the device. Now they have a couple colors of this. I'm wondering if the other colors have matching color batteries. That would be kind of interesting. I don't see any Google branding on it, but definitely something unique that you don't see very often. You've got a power brick and your power cable. So no HDMI cord included. So make sure you have something like that. That way you can pass through your video. So with all that being said, just a quick overview. It's got best performance in TV. It's 22% faster than their previous device, but it's not going to be a powerhouse. It's not your NVIDIA's. It's not doesn't have a Snapdragon processor. You can dim the lights without pressing pause. It's even easier to control your smart home devices from your TV with this new home panel. So big upgrade with the software with this is now there's a home panel, so you can turn off your on and off your lights, check out your cameras if they're Nest approved, and like I said, it's designed to feel right at home. Again, the button on the back is for finding the remote. Open your favorite app or the home panel, or switch inputs by pressing a button on your remote. If you have spotty Wi-Fi, like I said, and you have the access to that Ethernet port, Ethernet's always faster than Wi-Fi, and it's obviously a hub for Matter, like we talked about before. Another thing I noticed is that epic sound all around. It says group your streaming with your Nest speakers or pair your Pixel Buds with spatial audio. So you can actually use your speakers and group it kind of like Sonos does, I think. Now, it says spatial audio. Not sure what that really supports. But like I said, it has 32 gigs of RAM as opposed to 8 in last year. It's got an Ethernet port, and it supports Matter. So this has been a quick look at the Google TV streamer. And if you want to buy this, I'll leave a link in the description below. Basically, this is going to be around $100 from Google Store, but if you have a membership, you can get 10% back at Google One. You can also use your Google credit to buy this, and if you have any Google credit for buying the Pixel 9, you can use it for that too. And there's a lot of coupon codes out there. But this has been Jason with Tuna Tech. We'll catch you next time. Peace.